Hi and welcome back to another Amazon selling video. My name is Nikki Kirk and I am out here on the farm and I'm so excited. We are here for a week, I think. I'm not really sure, but I'm really excited and I'm very happy to be back, like not knowing where I'm going next and just going with the flow. Enough about me. I know what you're really here for is everyone's favorite topic: how do you get paid? So today I'm just going to walk you through the Amazon Selling Payments dashboard, as well as tell you some things that I have noticed over the 3 years selling on Amazon when it comes to payouts. So I'll walk you through the new payments dashboard. If you're a new seller, this is probably all you've known, but recently they updated it, or like maybe 2 or 3 months ago, they updated the payment dashboard to where it looks like this. Personally, I find it less helpful, but hey, it looks cool. So this is not mine. I just want to make that clear. This is not mine. This is just a photo I found on Amazon, like Seller Central. I was trying to find a photo to show you guys. So here is how it looks. From the very top, you've got your net proceeds. That's like everything combined. So the beginning balance, this one is 0, but if you had anything that carried over from the past week, it would be here as your beginning balance, because the way it goes on Amazon, it's every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks you have a new settlement, and so that's the beginning balance from the reserve for last week, but I'm jumping ahead a little bit. It'll make sense, promise. So the beginning balance is just everything that rolled over. The sales are the sales that you've had in this period. This is going to be the product sales, like the literal cost the customer's paying, any taxes Amazon is collecting on your behalf for the few states that do not collect sales tax. I have another video, which I'll link here, which goes into which states are collecting. Any kind of promo rebates, I don't think this really goes to RA, but that would be there, as well as any shipping that the customer paid. So if you're doing FBM and the customer's paying for shipping, this would be in there as well. And the last thing you'll see in this sales number here is any Amazon reimbursements. So if Amazon lost or damaged your inventory, they will reimburse you for it, and that is something that you'll see there. Then we go into refunds. It's pretty obvious, right? It's a customer refund, and it might be shipping. If they had to pay shipping, you have to pay for the shipping back. So any refunds that come back there, either Amazon FBA or FBM, will hit there. Now we get to the expenses. So this is where your Amazon selling fee, if you're a professional account, comes out of, the commissions that Amazon charges, the referral fees, all those kind of things that go along with selling on Amazon. This is where you're going to see all of those hit. If you do any PPC, paid advertisements on Amazon, I don't, but if you do, you would also see it right there. So if you're brand new and you're just starting, the expenses is what's going to get charged to a credit card that you put on file. But I only had to pay an expense one time, the $39 for the Amazon professional fee. Every other time, it's always come out of my Amazon, like, money, my pile of money sitting in Amazon. So it comes out of there. So I don't really like see it. I don't pay it in a sense. I mean, I am paying it, but it's not like I'm paying it. It's not something that shows up on my credit card statement, if that makes sense. And then the last thing I'm going to show you didn't show up on this one because it didn't take a screenshot far enough. So here is a European version, but you'll see here the account reserves. So the account reserves are everything that Amazon is holding back from paying you for various reasons. If you are a brand new seller, your reserves will be larger than as you get established. So now my reserves are pretty low, but in the beginning, you don't get paid out as quick. And they're holding that money back in case a customer returns, so then they have the money to give back to the customer. So they're really holding it to protect the customer, because Amazon is all about the customer, as you should be as a seller on Amazon. So that's where you'll see the reserves. The reserves carry over at the end into your beginning balance. So that's really where your beginning balance and your reserves come into play. So they kind of carry over into the other one. So from your beginning balance, new things will get added as it's being sold, and then some will be held back as reserves. At any time, you can request a payout from Amazon. There may not be money there, but you can always request it. So this one right here, here's the example. It says right here, funding available, 0. And it says now, if I can't click this because it's a photo, but if I could click it, it would say end settlement date, and you can pick that, and then that amount will usually, or actually will, match the amount that you'll see on your seller app, because that's the amount that's coming out, and it even tells you the date. So I'm going to try and explain it a little further, so bear with me. So here is what I've noticed. So say my payout was Monday the 21st. That's when Amazon says they're going to pay me. Amazon pays every 2 weeks. They'll send you whatever money they owe you. Before this, it would have been Labor Day, and the next payout will be October 5th. Let's say on the 21st, they paid me whatever money they owed me. Now it's going to tell me, after it takes like an hour or so to process it. It'll say 0 for a while, but then it'll process and it'll say my new balance that's going to get paid out on October 5th. Now here's what I've noticed. Every new thing that sells and ships You don't get the money in your account until it ships. Either Amazon shipped it or you shipped it. So when it ships, it'll go into your available account for this settlement from that Monday until about Friday. So on this example, it'd be the 25th. So anything that ships that week will go into the 5th of October's payout. After that Friday, you'll notice that that money no longer keeps going up and it's going into the next payout, which is 2 weeks from the 5th of October. I'm not that quick, but whatever that is. So then it will go into that as the new beginning balance. So that's just something I've noticed. I hope it's helpful for you. Now, if I decided, so say they paid me on Monday the 21st, and then I decided I wanted to ask for a payout now on the 24th, I can get whatever money. It won't be as much as if I waited till October 5th, but I can still ask for it. When I do that though, it's now going to push my balance out the next payday to October 8th, 2 weeks from the date I requested it. So that's just good to keep in mind. Sometimes I wait 2 weeks, sometimes I get in the habit of doing it every Monday. Honestly, I really like sticking to Monday because I know that if I request it or it just pays me on Monday, it'll be in my bank account by Wednesday because my bank is slow. Some banks, it could be there by Tuesday, but that's how it goes. That's how getting paid works on Amazon. Hopefully that made sense to you and wasn't too confusing, but just know that you can get it anytime, but it is going to push out your 2 weeks. I recommend waiting as long as you can, either that whole 2 weeks or just till a week out, so that you can get as much back as possible without like continuing to push it over into the reserve. So hopefully that was helpful. If you need more help from me, you are very welcome to join my Bolo group where we are sharing leads that we are finding in real time this month that you can be on the lookout for. I also have my ungating guides and my Q4 guide. I have a bundle where you can get all 3 of them, or you can just get the ungating that you want. If you need ungated in toys or topical OTC grocery, those are 2 separate guides, or you can get them both together and save money. But they are made for new sellers. You don't have to have ever sold a single thing and you can get ungated. But as always, I'm here to help you no matter what. So definitely leave a comment or drop me an email if you need any help. I will do my best to help you out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you back here for another Amazon selling video.
Start it up.